It was another routine dive for James Cameron's crew as they prepared to capture never-before-seen footage of the Titanic's wreckage. The atmosphere aboard the research vessel was calm but focused, with everyone anticipating the awe-inspiring views that awaited them deep beneath the waves. The ROV's cameras lit up the underwater world as they descended to the ship's final resting place. Titanic's grand remains emerged from the shadows, a ghostly silhouette of its former glory. But as the cameras panned over the wreck, a brief flicker appeared on the monitors. "Did you see that?" one of the operators whispered, leaning closer to the screen. The image was gone almost as quickly as it had appeared. The crew brushed it off as an equipment glitch, but the momentary glimpse left an unease that lingered. Unbeknownst to them, this dive was about to uncover more than just the wreckage. It would reignite one of the most mysterious chapters of Titanic's tragic history. Back on the ship, the editing room buzzed with quiet intensity as the crew reviewed the day's footage. The cameras had captured Titanic's haunting beauty in intricate detail, but then there it was again. On the screen, amidst the corroded remains of the ship, a shadowy figure stood out against the background. It wasn't a trick of the light or a drifting piece of debris. It was humanoid, blurred but undeniably present. James Cameron leaned forward, his expression unreadable. "Pause it," he ordered, his voice steady but tinged with curiosity. The frame froze and the room fell silent. "That's impossible," one of the technicians muttered. The wreck site had been tightly controlled. No divers or equipment could have been in that section during the shoot. Yet there it was, staring back at them. The image sparked heated discussions among the crew. Was it a reflection? A digital error? Or something else entirely? James, ever the skeptic, dismissed the more far-fetched ideas, but even he couldn't shake the chill that crept up his spine. The mysterious figure on the footage lingered in everyone's mind, refusing to be dismissed as a mere glitch. As the crew delved into research, an old record caught their attention, one detailing the crew members who had perished aboard Titanic. Among the names was Henry Thorne, a maintenance worker assigned to the ship's lower decks. He was last seen heading toward the engine room, determined to help keep the ship afloat during the chaos. What intrigued the researchers most was a personal anecdote from one of Henry's colleagues, recorded years after the tragedy. "Henry always said the Titanic wasn't just a ship, it was his home," the account read. "If it ever went down, he'd go down with it." The story added a haunting weight to his possible connection to the figures seen in the footage. The more the crew read, the stranger the connection seemed. According to the account, Henry had been an avid photographer. Some survivors even claimed he had taken photos moments before the ship sank, though none of the images were ever found. Could this shadowy figure be Henry, somehow tied to the ship he had tried to save? The story gripped the crew, blending Titanic's tragedy with a growing sense of unease. James Cameron, who had always approached the ship's legacy with reverence, now found himself wrestling with a question that science couldn't easily answer. Could the ship's past still linger in its watery grave? Later that evening, James invited two special guests into the editing room, Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. The trio had shared countless hours bringing Titanic's story to life, but tonight, it was something far stranger that brought them together. "We've captured something unusual," James said, playing the footage for them. As the ghostly silhouette appeared on screen, Kate leaned forward, her face a mix of awe and apprehension. "It's like it's watching us," she murmured. Leonardo crossed his arms, his expression skeptical but intrigued. "Could it be an optical illusion? Maybe debris caught in the light," he suggested. But even as he spoke, his tone lacked conviction. James replayed the footage, pausing at the clearest frame of the figure. "Whatever it is, it's tied to the ship's story now," he said. The room fell silent, each of them grappling with the weight of what they were seeing. Kate broke the silence with a thoughtful smile. "Maybe Titanic still has more to say," she said softly. Her words hung in the air, resonating with everyone present. Inspired by the growing mystery, a crew member contacted a local medium known for her work with historical sites. Reluctantly, James agreed to a meeting. In a dimly lit room filled with flickering candles, the medium studied the footage intently. "There's an energy tied to this ship," she said, her voice calm but certain. "The spirit of someone who has unfinished business." The crew exchanged skeptical glances, but the medium continued. This figure isn't here to harm you, it's a protector, someone who feels a deep connection to the Titanic and its legacy. James remained quiet, his mind racing with both doubt and curiosity. Was this just a coincidence, or had they stumbled upon something truly extraordinary? The medium's final words stayed with him. Respect the story. Respect the ship. It will guide you to the truth. Determined to find answers, the crew embarked on one final dive to Titanic's wreckage. This time, they focused their cameras on the area where the figure had appeared. As the ROV descended into the depths, the monitors flickered to life, revealing the ship's haunting remains. The bow, once majestic, now loomed like a shadowy cathedral in the deep. And then, as if waiting for them, the silhouette appeared once more. The figure moved with an eerie grace, drifting toward the grand staircase. Its form seemed more defined this time, with a posture almost human, yet unnervingly ethereal. The crew watched in stunned silence as it paused, almost as if acknowledging their presence before vanishing into the shadows. "It's like it knows we're here," one of the operators whispered, breaking the stillness. The team felt a mix of awe and unease, as though they had intruded on a sacred moment. James sat motionless, his eyes fixed on the screen. For the first time, he felt Titanic's story in a way that transcended history books and film scripts. It was alive, in its own enigmatic way. Back on the ship, a historian working with the crew examined the footage. "This silhouette," he said, gesturing to the screen, "matches the description of Henry Thorne, one of Titanic's lost crew members." The room erupted into a flurry of questions. How could this be possible? Could the ship's history be manifesting in ways they couldn't comprehend? "This isn't just a ghost story," the historian continued. "It's a reminder of the sacrifices made that night, a testament to the ship's enduring legacy." James, who had spent years bringing Titanic's story to life, found himself grappling with a mystery that defied logic. He turned to the crew and said, "Whatever this is, it's part of the Titanic now, and it always will be." When Titanic was released, the footage of the mysterious silhouette was intentionally left out, but the story couldn't be silenced. Rumors of the ghostly figure spread, captivating audiences and sparking debates. Some dismissed it as a trick of the light, while others believed it was the spirit of Henry Thorne, still watching over the ship he had fought to save. Online forums buzzed with theories, and the footage became an enduring part of Titanic's legend. James Cameron, when asked about the incident, simply smiled and said, "Titanic's story belongs to the world now, in every way imaginable." As the years passed, the mystery of the ghostly figure remained unsolved, a haunting reminder that some stories refuse to sink into the depths of history. This story reminds us that Titanic is not just a physical wreck, but a vessel carrying the deep soul of human history. What about you? Do you believe this silhouette was truly a presence or just a coincidence? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible Hollywood mysteries.